This could be the end. 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 'Cause I don't have a home. I'm out there all alone. 'Cause I don't have a home. I'm out there all alone. 'Cause I don't have a home. I'm out there all alone. 'Cause I don't have a home. I'm out there all alone. Welcome to another episode of the Apocalypse. I am Nicholas, your guide. Since you have chosen the apocalypse, you would certainly need a guide. Some say it's the golden era of fraud we're about to witness. 25 billion in one day? Does that sound normal to you? This is not politics as usual, as much as you'd like it to be. The usual football game between the Buffalo Bills or the Republicans versus the evil liberals. Well, it seems it isn't the evil liberals ushering this apocalypse in. Yes, it seems it's the other side that warned us for so many years. I keep saying that. Do you notice that? I keep pointing that out. Because I find that as ironic as fuck. And you know what that proves? The only thing you rubes were doing, that weren't being paid to do it, that weren't part of the program, that were just the average peasant rube, you were just being Vlad's little useful idiot. That's all you accomplished by spouting those talking points about the New World Order and all that shit and the satanic cashless society agenda that you said the liberals are going to be responsible for. You remember saying that stuff for 30 fucking years? Turns out it's your side doing it all. That satanic agenda, you put your name on it, son. Let's take a look. Because I know none of you fools know what's up. Because you didn't seek the motherfucking wisdom. And I ain't talking to everybody, but I'm talking to the majority. I do know what's up. I know what's going to happen to you. And I knew it since 2015. That's why the fuck I'm here talking, son. No other motherfucking reason. Anyway, going to start off with this. U.S. oligarch Elon Musk set to attack Europe. Germany is next on the wave of CCP Kremlin attacks against global democracy. If you don't know what CCP is, that's China. You know, our two enemies. The two territories that would like to be the empire of the world like we are. So Elon posted from MAGA to MEGA. Make Europe great again. Wow, he's inciting more bullshit in Europe. And you wonder why they want to arrest his ass. So here we go. And I've been trying to figure out, this is something else I've been pondering, besides the image of the beast and all that, what I told you about, the story. And again, I'm not asking you to believe anything. Don't worry, you'll believe when you get that knock on the door. It's going to sound like this. Your neighbor called and said, you said Donald Trump was an asshole yesterday. Can you come with us, please? You think that ain't gonna happen, son? It's coming. It always does. So make Europe great again. So Elon's stepping into the arena. Something I've noticed about Elon as I've pondered this bit of scripture. You see, there's not one beast, but two in the story. And all they do is serve the dragon. Who is the dragon? Well, that would be Satan. So we know who the one beast is. Checking all the boxes. If you sought the wisdom. I know most of you did not. You played the right-wing hellscape game, and some of you still parroting it today. Dangerous. Dangerous. One of the aspects of the second beast, or the false prophet, if you will, is he will exercise the authority of the first beast. I noticed someone exercising someone else's authority because they told Bibi Netanyahu way back last year or the year before that they couldn't actually be president, but they could be unofficial president. Well, now you have that. You voted for it. You gave it to him. In other words, you rubes worked with the ultimate globalist Satanist of all. You worked with him to hand him your country. I'm revealing it all to you now. And I don't care if you believe it. Because just like Morpheus said, my beliefs don't require them to, son. Here's when you'll believe, and it'll be too late. Ready? Your son told us at school today that you said Elon Musk looks like a beluga whale. Can you come with us, please? I'm showing you the future. I'm that ghost in the movie, pointing to the future. With the sickle, that's who I am right now. Hope you enjoy it. So yes, exercising the authority of the first beast. I noticed this when he started making fun of Trudeau as if he was the president of the United States. Motherfucker ain't even American. Yet he's speaking for us. They tried to tell us that he should be speaking for us. Make Europe great again. Who else throws that slogan out there? Make America great. That's Donnie's slogan. MAGA, you know, the only word that sounds like Magog I've ever heard in my life. You don't know what that is? You better ask somebody or seek the wisdom this time. For your own good, son, not mine. I don't get jack shit out of it. This for you. One last chance. Here I am. So it sure looks to me when Elon is putting Make Europe Great Again, he's exercising the authority of the first beast, isn't he? Another aspect of the second beast, makes fire rain from the heavens in the sight of men. Speaks like the first beast. I don't know if you've ever noticed the similarities between Elon and Donnie. I noticed it way back. I said, wow, this guy's like Donnie Light. I used to type that out and post it. Abominations every day, multiple lies per day, compulsive liar, sociopath, low self-esteem, daddy issues, born filthy fucking rich, wants all the money in the world just like Donnie. They are the same entity. One's just younger than the other. One just ain't wearing diapers yet. So a great candidate for the second beast in the story. And again, I'm not asking you to believe anything. You don't have to for it to happen. Sure sounds like he's exercising the authority of the first beast to me. Made fire rain from the heavens, does it once a week. Preaching the gospel of Donnie shitbags. Make Europe great again. Make America great again. Getting special black MAGA hats, gold MAGA. You know, Elon had to be special. He couldn't wear the normal red mark on his forehead. Let's go to the next thing. I've spent enough on that. Seth Abramson posts on Twitter all the time, and I think he claims to be a Musk biographer or something. This Guardian excerpt from 2 years ago gives you a sense of where my research as an Elon Musk biographer is headed. Understand this. Musk and his friends are not your pals. They don't consider you their equal. They're creating global crises they don't plan to suffer in. Well, do oligarchs ever plan to suffer in anything? Or CEOs or high-level executives? Yet somehow, the world comes to their door sometimes, just when they think they got it under control. You know, like the CEO of that healthcare company, thought he was on top of the world, till an Elon cultist came along and ended that story. So again, I warned. I tried to warn before the election. You got to be alive to spend the money. I notice how scared you all are, lining up, paying tribute. Scared about something. Worried you're going to lose something. That's for damn sure. So this is an excerpt, and it's horrifying. And it's the story that these right-wing conspiracy theorist podcasters have been telling us for decades. But they equated it to liberalism, just like they equate capitalism to Jesus. Just like they equate telling someone who needs health care to fuck off, you can't pay for it, because that's what Jesus would do. That's their version of Jesus. Boy, they're going to find out what the real version of Jesus is. What a fucking wake-up call that's going to be. For so many of you, so firm, so concrete in your motherfucking convictions, yet you never sought the wisdom. If only you had. Because in the future, just like I said, all the way back in 2015, when no one knew who the fuck I was, I said you're going to have to make a choice. And I can already see how many of you are going to make the wrong one. And it's going to cost you every motherfucking thing. Let's go with this. The thing that they equated to liberalism and liberals. Notice the liberals just warned you on the way out the door. Yeah, an oligarchy just took over your country. And I could get killed for saying that. But I'm saying it anyway, because I give a fuck about you. That's Joe Biden. If you didn't know. He tried to warn your ass. Did you listen? No. Of course not. This was probably the wealthiest, most powerful group I had ever encountered. Yet here they were, asking a Marxist media theorist for advice on where and how to configure their doomsday bunkers. Marxist, you say? That's when it hit me. at least as far as these gentlemen were concerned. This was a talk about the future of technology. Well, of course it was. Taking their cue from Tesla founder Elon Musk, colonizing Mars, Palantir's Peter Thiel, reversing the aging process. Doesn't seem to be working, Peter. Or artificial intelligence developers Altman and Ray Kurzweil. You've heard some of these names on Alex Jones's show for years. Those are the people you just gave your country to. I hope you paid attention. You know, the ones you said the liberals were all in cahoots with to bring this Satanist agenda in. You know, the thing you guys just ushered in and voted for and put your name on. Because none of that bullshit ever mattered to you. All it was about is your team winning. And the ones that got paid to get you to parrot it, that made millions on it, websites, podcasters, etc., that knew what they were doing. As they fooled you rubes into spreading the talking points, that cost you your country. So you rubes would literally usher this in, vote for it, put your name on it. You had 3 choices, 3 times to make a choice with this orange cretin. You saw everything he did. It didn't sway you. But I'll get to that. Ray Kurzweil uploading their minds into supercomputers. They were preparing for a digital future that had less to do with making the world a better place. Than it did with transcending the human condition altogether. Their extreme wealth and privilege served only to make them obsessed with insulating themselves from the very real and present danger of climate change, rising sea levels, mass migrations, global pandemics, nativist panic, and resource depletion. For them, the future of technology is about only one thing: escape from the rest of us. No, son. This is a smart person that wrote this, very observant person, but they don't have the wisdom. That's not what they're trying to escape. They ain't trying to escape the rest of us. These people at the top serve a certain master. They even wear the crest right on their chest sometimes to let you know who they serve. You thought it was just a costume, right? Just a costume. No, son. People worth $200 billion don't just wear costumes. It doesn't work like that. Again, escape from the rest of us. That's not what they want to escape from. They and their master want to escape judgment in the next life. All these ideas you heard, what do they add up to? Trying to avoid death. Live forever. We've heard this on the right-wing podcast for decades. The evil liberals, Soros and them, they want to live forever. Blah. No, it was Thiel, Musk, Dugin, all your people. This occurred to me after I contemplated this, after I read it for a few hours. That's what the AI thing's about for them. They're that desperate to avoid crossing over into that other realm because they know what's going to happen when they get there. That's why they all come up with these ideas, because their master tells them to. Because even their master can't have the fun he has down here once the judgment comes. In fact, he won't even exist anymore for all fucking eternity. They know they have a short time. They want to usher this in. I don't know what a short time means, but it's a short time. So again, what are they trying to avoid? Judgment in the next realm. So they want to stay in this one. How do you do that? Well, you can't make the human body live forever, even though they'll try and try and try. That's not going to work. They ain't nowhere near perfecting that. But they are close to perfecting AI. And I think they're that desperate and have such faith in it that they can make an AI representation of themselves, just like they said they want to do in their image. So after they die, that image can continue to live. Unfortunately, there would be no way to put your complete personality into an AI. I know what they're trying to do, but it's kind of just a desperate, pathetic attempt. It's like the difference between a pencil drawing with no shading and a master portrait, a master painter. Until they can get a real body like you see in the sci-fi movies to download their real consciousness into, it's just kind of a pencil drawing, isn't it? It's kind of an outline of what the person was. The AI version of themselves. But I have a feeling guys like Musk are desperate enough that that idea satisfies them. In other words, it's enough for Musk to view it as, well, I'll just make a super smart AI version of myself and put, all my views and perspectives, and that way I'll live on. But it won't really be him living on. It's not like he can transfer his soul over to this AI. So you can't do that. Not as if Musk has one, but if he did. So it's kind of like a pathetic attempt at one of those really futuristic science movies where they download their consciousness literally into a robot being with a brain or whatever, or a clone or whatever. They ain't close to doing that either, despite what you've heard on YouTube. AI is not even perfected, I could tell by how it operates. But they want to take it further. And that plays into these crazy people that are worth 100 billion, whatever, ridiculous amounts of money. They're on totally different thought processes than you and me. They're thinking this: it's like heaven down here. I get whatever I want and people kiss my ass and I can ruin people's lives and I'm just having a great time. I've got riches. I've got access to any drug I want, women, men, whatever the fuck I like. It's heaven down here. As everyone else suffers and struggles and fights for the scraps I leave them. So they want to stay here forever. Because they made a deal with somebody. They serve someone. You don't get to keep that unless you do. I'm sorry to break that to you. It's a different kind of blessing that gets you to $200 billion or $400 billion. So they want their kingdom down here to last forever, and they know once they cross over, that deal they made, they're going to be told that cost them everything. And they ain't going to exist no more. People think hell's a place where you are tortured day and night and all that. No, I think it goes more like this. There's a lake of fire and you get thrown in it and you don't exist anymore. That's simple. The end. Let's continue. Hedge fund manager Jim Chano says the next 4 years will be the golden age of fraud as Donald Trump launches his meme coin. Yeah, I didn't look at any news for like half a day. And towards around 8 p.m. tonight, I'd say to myself, do I even want to go on Twitter? What fucking abominations am I going to see? Can I get one day off from this? No. They ain't wasting no time. Things are happening like this. And this is what I missed. Because I decided for half a day not to pay attention. This motherfucker, Donnie Shitbags, starts a meme coin or a Bitcoin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He endorses it. All the other ones associated him out there, he never endorsed any of them. This one he endorsed. Made $25 billion overnight. One of the biggest scams I've probably in history. Horrifying. He ain't even Caesar yet, and this is happening. I'll get more into that. But that's why this gentleman is talking about the golden age of fraud. But all of you, I knew this before the election. I don't know why all of you people didn't know. He's an adjudicated fraud, for fuck's sake. Andrew Tate lost his final appeal in Romania. He's got to go to court now, and he could possibly face 20 years in prison. So that's good news. But maybe Donnie will save him too. I have a feeling all the bad guys are going to get saved. Because there's always hope for the devil. Always. Always. Until I see otherwise, I'm going to believe that statement. Here's another interesting person. MAGA got played. Trump never needs their vote again. Yeah, I've been expressing that same sentiment. They don't need you guys anymore. Look at the MAGA All-Stars on Twitter. They got all their money taken away. Donnie threw Loomer to the curb. That's what Donnie does. Giuliani still hasn't paid Giuliani his $2 million. Yeah, he doesn't need your vote ever again. This is what I was trying to tell you before the election, and then especially after once he won. Once he has the keys, he don't need Vlad no more. He don't need Israel no more. He don't need Elon no more. He don't need the United States constituency, any constituency anymore. Because he's got the most important constituency there is on the planet. And it's called the U.S. military. Thanks, Rubes. Let me continue. He's not going to keep any promises. All these fools did was vote to keep a criminal out of jail and put a convicted felon and rapist in the White House. They'll regret it every single day, as they should. They're suckers. Yeah, spot on. It's what I've been trying to say. Do you really want to do this? You want to vote for an adjudicated rapist, adjudicated felon, adjudicated fraud, adjudicated defamer? None of that bothers you. I know it's all the deep state. It's all lies. Okay. Here's Elon. It's a little article. Musk SpaceX is building spy satellite network for U.S. intelligence agency, sources say. Elon Musk, the deep state's biggest contractor. That's anonymous saying that part. Fuck yeah. Again, the deep state. What you rubes talked about for 30 fucking years with Alex Jones and all that bullshit. Look at you now. The biggest deep state globalist guy there is, and you all about him. Alex is all about Elon. He loves Elon. How do you feel about that? Alex warned you for decades about globalist elites. We're going to do all this stuff you literally ushered in. What do you think of Alex being on Team Globalist? Don't bother you, huh? I didn't think it would. Someone made this, and I thought it was brilliant. And you think this is a joke? No, this is what you're going to see. We got a Caligula, we got a Nero, whatever the fuck you want to call them. That's what we got. And what does it say? All you wanted was cheap eggs. Yeah, that's a funny joke. And it's a nice sentiment to put out there that certain people voted for Donnie because eggs were too expensive. That's an utter and complete myth. That's a lie. That doesn't exist. No one voted for Donnie because they wanted cheaper eggs. You know why you voted for Donnie? I can't make excuses anymore for you. I'm sorry. I just have to say it. You've had 3 times to walk the other way. You're just like him. That's why. That's the only reason. And the only thing that'll prove you're not just like them is if you walk away. And again, I don't get jack shit for you walking away, but you sure as fuck do. You get everything for walking away. My country's already gone because of you. And you know exactly who I'm talking to. 77 million people. And how fucking dare you see your country as worth so little that you just fucking hand it over. How fucking dare you? Don't worry, like I said, when it comes knocking on, there's going to be so many tears. So many rubes that thought by voting this way, he was only going to hurt other people. You watch that not happen the first time, and you think it's going to happen this time? That's why so many of you, again, should have sought wisdom instead of the bullshit things you wasted your fucking life on. Another billionaire chooses Trump. This time, it's the historically liberal Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. Yeah, we already knew this, but I thought I'd go to it again. Gates told the Wall Street Journal that he was impressed with Trump. Bill Gates is impressed with Trump. No, Bill Gates, one of the richest men in the world, is fucking scared, son. That fucking simple. And that's the only reason he said, I'm impressed. Just another scared oligarch. It's funny that how $200 billion can't buy a motherfucking spine. Funny. Funny when you got money, you know. I've been thinking about this a lot lately and over this past 8 years. And this applies to this situation. And it applies to the mobsters that Chris Cornell got involved with. I've been taking this on for 8 years, both things. I don't have any money. I don't have a team of guys to protect me. I don't have enough money to pay for guys with machine guns, to protect me, my loved ones, etc. Yet I take it on nonetheless. Isn't it funny how a guy with no resources, no bodyguards, no means to get bodyguards, walks fearless through this, as millionaires are scared to say a fucking word? It's amazing to me. And they walk around all tough with their chest out. Look at them all now. NATO is assuming responsibility for coordinating military aid to Ukraine. Some mechanisms previously organized by the United States are now being taken over by NATO, including a part of the responsibility for coordinating military assistance to Ukraine. Chairman of the NATO Military Committee, Admiral Rob Bauer. Well, again, I thought NATO were the bad guys, according to the Rubes, according to Alex Jones, all that. No, they ain't the bad guys, son. You is. America is now. Thanks to the Rubes. Thanks to the greedy at the top. NATO's going to pick up the slack. And I told you, Europe and our allies are going to move on without us. Does Donnie and Leon Scum give a fuck about that? Of course they don't. Because it don't really affect them. They could move to any little corner of the world and go hide in their bunker. You heard the man. They went to a Marxist whatever advisor to ask where they should put their bunkers. So it's not going to affect them. But our allies moving on, one day we may need that help. I know you think it's impossible, right? America's untouchable. Well, maybe it won't be after it's looted. Here's a perfect example of you rubes just taking it again. So many times, over and over, you beg for it. You must be like into sadism or domination or some shit, you rubes, the cult. 2025 inauguration update. The 60th inaugural ceremonies will be held inside the U.S. Capitol, unfortunately, as a result of the president-elect's decision to move the ceremonies inside. All tickets will be considered commemorative. I know you bought tickets to the show, but fuck you. Put it in a picture frame and put it on your wall. That's all it's good for. Oh, so many rubes spent their kids' college money so they could go to this fucking thing. And ain't a damn one of you gonna get a refund, son. Donald, don't do refunds. This is a perfect illustration of what you rubes have been through. I've seen you take this over and over again. Let's continue. Commemorative. And guests will not be able to attend the ceremonies in person. That's in bold. In other words, don't try and show up the month. Don't. I'm sorry. Don't try and show up, motherfucker. They want to make sure they get that idea across. The tickets will no longer get the holder onto the Capitol grounds and will not, that's in bold, grant access to the swearing-in ceremony in the Capitol building. If you have any questions, please visit the president-elect's and blah, 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 blah. Our office will no longer be open tomorrow. That's in bold. January 18th for ticket pick. Please note that the Capital One Arena event is a separate event from the inauguration, and updates for that event, as well as the inaugural parade, can be found on the president-elect's inauguration website. I have tons of fear for what's going to happen on Inauguration Day. I got this weird feeling. I hope I'm dead fucking wrong. Someone gonna try and pull something on Inauguration Day that we don't see coming. That's someone being Donnie and his people. That's who I'm talking about. I'm really afraid what's going to happen on that day. I hope it's just a speech. I really do. So the rubes that bought tickets and wanted to see Donnie and go attend his inauguration, you got fucked. Sorry. But hey, all the oligarchs will be there. The owner of TikTok, the owner of, like, all the major websites, all that, the money. Donnie wants the money there. He doesn't want you there. He doesn't want the riffraff there. Watching this dude run for president to escape prison after trying to overthrow the government, only use his win to run a $25 billion scam before he's sworn in, is like living through season 17 of Ozark. I don't know that show. I don't care about that show. But everything that person just said, spot bloody on. And here's the scam itself. Trump launches Trump meme coin. It's soaring in value. Trump launched his own crypto Friday night. The Trump coin has $5 billion in market cap as of Saturday afternoon, with the bulk of that held by Trump and his businesses. In other words, almost all of the money is going directly to Donnie. The Trump coin skyrocketed to 33.78 Saturday morning and is currently below 27. The market cap is now 5.3 billion according to Coin Market Cap, but the fully diluted valuation is 26.6 billion. The Trump website says 80% of the meme coin is held by Trump organization affiliate, and it names a bunch of affiliates. In other words, it's in Trump's pocket. Trump seen as pro crypto. Here's some more scary stuff. I'm sorry, my mouth is dry. It sounds like I got a fucking. So the coin launched just ahead of Trump's inauguration on Monday. Trump will reportedly will issue executive orders on Bitcoin and the crypto industry on his first day or soon after. He's expected to take a lighter regulatory touch. Bitcoin's hardly regulated as it is. The reason they love Bitcoin so much is you can use it to commit crimes. There's no way to track it. So all those speeches you got from Bitcoin people, and I got them too online, these people are maniacs over the years. All those speeches you got, how don't you want to go around the banking system and have, an untraceable form of currency? You know what I mean? Beat the system? That's not what it was about. Crypto is about thugs and mobsters using untraceable money for transactions. That's the benefit of crypto. That's why they want it so bad. And again, I was talking about images in that other video. An image of the first beast. Well, now we have a coin, probably with his face or something. But that image can't be given life and speak, even though they say money talks. I have a feeling the real image is going to be some AI type thing. But the coin could have something to do with it. I'm not done yet. Let me finish. During the campaign, Trump also said he would create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. This last paragraph horrified me. Why? Again, the right-wing grift machine were telling us for 30 years about a cashless society and the New World Order and all that. And they said the liberals was going to do it. Little did they know, they was doing it all this time. You were bringing it to life. You were breathing life into it. Did you know that? The last 30, 20, 10 years of your life, you wasted putting Vlad's talking points out there. So eventually, he could get you to the moment of handing over your country. But I know you all are wise, you all are smart, you've made it to your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're set in your ways and you got it all figured out. I know. That's what you think. But when I look at the world, when I walk through this world, I see hardly anyone that's got it figured out. I see hardly anyone that's sought wisdom. I can think of about 5 wise people off the top of my head. If I had more time, maybe I could think of more. I think you get the point. And I'm dead fucking serious with that statement. Because this is way bigger than politics. You think you made the right choice just because you didn't pick Trump? There's a lot more to the game that we call life that you don't know yet. I hope one day you discover that, because you sure as fuck ain't going to listen to me. I already know that. How do I know that? I'm reading this to you. I'm reading Donald Trump grifted 25 billion overnight, but we'll get to the real reason why that happened. Because it happened in conjunction with something else, but we're going to get to that. Has to do with this. TikTok starts going dark in the US, and I want to start off by saying no one forced TikTok to shut down. They decided to do it because they got to give Donnie another victory, another fake victory, false victory, because no one told him to shut down. So what's Donnie fixing? Nothing. He's the one that wanted him shut down because they wouldn't pay him back in the day. Well, now they paid him. I said yesterday, well, it looks like they came up with the tribute money. Here's the evidence I'm about to give you that they came up with the tribute money. And it's more than he's ever gotten. Donnie must be ecstatic. This is all his dreams coming true. This is a message TikTok sent out to their employees before the screenshot would come up when you would go to TikTok, and I'll get to that as well. We know this is disappointing for you not only as employees, but as users. However, we are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please know our teams are working tirelessly to bring our app back to the U.S. as soon as possible. Why is President Trump being mentioned about a social media app? Private company. The way this sounds, it almost sounds as if Trump is the dictator. Aren't there, other parties involved in this decision? Trump can just wave his hand and unban it? That's what we doing now? And here's the thing that came up on the screen. If you went to TikTok and tried to use it, it looked like this. And I'll read it to you quickly. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. If you didn't believe me the 90,000 times I said it was a right-wing grift/terror operation, you must believe me now, right? A major social media website put an advertisement out as they shut down their website for Donald Trump. Donald's going to save the day. They put it right on the message that every TikTok user in America sees when they go to the site. If this does not fucking horrify you, man, this is fucking scary. The pace at which it's happening. That's why I'm dead fucking tired and I'm still trying to talk to you people. Because I am shook over this. How fast it's happening. President Trump has indicated fucking scary, man. Ron Filipowski says, refund, Trump, refund. We're talking about Donald Trump here. Ain't gonna be no refunds. Right. Here's a gentleman from Canada or Colorado, excuse me. I know many Coloradans spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on hotels and airfare to attend the inauguration. Please know that the inaugural committee has not shared any information about refunds. You ain't getting a refund. Sorry. And again, it's just another example of Donnie leaving you rubes under the bus. How many rallies has he had where we saw the headline or the video of rally attendees standing there for hours waiting for a bus to take them back to their car because they didn't pay the bus company or whatever the reason is? Over and over, you get used by this man. The cult does. But you want more because that brainwashing is just too deeply ingrained. Liberals bad. No, you're bad. How do I know that? Oh, well, you just ushered in everything you warned us about. cashless society, new world order, oligarchy, satanic agenda, the busiest, the second beast, the dragon. That's how I know. Let me get real close. That's how I know none of you ever believed a damn thing. You just wanted your team to win. That's going to cost you your country. And when you get to the other side, if you've taken that thing they about to give you, you know, the thing you said the evil liberals were going to try and do to you as you walk around with a mark on your forehead that says MAGA? You better not take that thing. And you better not worship it. For that will be the end of you. And that's not my words. It's someone else's words. Here's Adam Kinzinger chiming in. Watching so many people having spent money to go to the inauguration and then Trump canceling it because he's worried about the pictures in small crowds is a perfect picture of his whole relationship with his supporters. They give, and he takes and takes. I just said that. Adam feels the same way. He sold 220,000 tickets to the inauguration. Tens of thousands of people flew to D.C. for it, only to find out at the last minute that it's being held indoors. This person says, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm at about 5,000 for this. I was there J6. It was a heartbreaking day. That's why I paid so much to come back for our redemption. $5,000 to go to a fucking inauguration. How sad is your life, man? Oh, to go see a guy in a diaper with a load of shit in his pants bloviate on about himself. And I'm afraid there's going to be much, much more that may happen that day. I'm really wondering how big the plans are. And I'm worried about it. Because I know I can feel it. We're all going to wake up. I told you this already. We're all going to wake up one morning and something horrible will have happened. And a lot of people will wake up in that moment. But again, too late. It's already got to play out. Because you ushered it in. Intentionally. South Korea's impeached president is arrested over a martial law declaration as a supporters riot. Okay? South Korea taking this motherfucking seriously. They arrested him, and guess what? They didn't just let him walk the fuck out back out of the jail in 5 minutes. They said, no, son, you gonna stay for a while. Because you can't be trusted. You tried to overthrow the government, and that's exactly what should have happened with Donnie Shitbags and all the insurrectionists. You can't let those people out on bail. They tried to overthrow the government. So you need to hold them till trial. If they get cleared at trial, great. That's a crime that needs to be taken more seriously, like South Korea's taken it. They arrested the motherfucker and they said, oh, no. You're not just going to leave. We're keeping you for a while. Till this gets all sorted out. I'm so glad to hear that they're taking this seriously. That's what should have happened here on January 7th. Okay, this is some kind of behind closed doors information. Did you see Trump launched his own meme coin overnight after the ball, and it went up to 10 billion in hours, now closed to 20 billion. Exchanges are listing it and it's going crazy. A president is not supposed to do shit like that. Well, yeah. Insane. Also suspicious that most of this coin was bought on Chinese exchanges. So Trump and Xi have a friendly chat on Friday, and within hours, someone is buying Trump's new token via Chinese exchanges. You can't make this shit up. Scary. And last but not least, Rick Taylor, start paying attention to Taiwan. The crypto scam will then make sense. Oh, yes. What is coinciding with this meme coin thing? The banning of TikTok, a Chinese-owned company. The Chinese government really wants TikTok to continue in the United States. Why? Because they're making progress with TikTok because of you rubes at destroying our country. So they really needed to continue. So they had to pay Donnie some money, and how they did it, it appears, that's what people are saying. That's what word on the street is. This 20 billion that mostly came in on Chinese exchanges the day before TikTok goes dark. There's also another big issue between the United States and China. It's called Taiwan. So word on the street, what people are saying is this was a way for the Chinese government to give Donnie $20 billion without it being traced, without it being tracked, in exchange for making sure TikTok still ruins our country. And when it comes time for China to take care of Taiwan, the U.S. will just sit back and watch. This is what you rubes have wrought. As you go to and fro in your ignorance. This entity, this orange abomination, you put your name on, and that we all must suffer now, the entire world, has not only betrayed Taiwan, an ally of the U.S., he's betrayed America again by allowing TikTok to operate because they paid him $20 billion, it appears. How many times has this thing betrayed America? Stealing classified documents. I guarantee those documents ended up in Vlad's hands. Didn't sway you, huh? What a shame. While he was president, after he fired the head of the FBI because the FBI was investigating him, and how dare they? No problem with an investigation into Hillary, right, Rubes? They can't look at Donnie, right? He had Kislyak, Kissinger, and Lavrov in the Oval fucking office the next day. My point is, he's betrayed our country prior, 100 different ways, as you rubes helped him do it and talked him up as he did it. Now, we let him run again after trying to overthrow the government. Another way he betrayed America. Again, you rubes don't care, I know. Fast forward to now, by allowing TikTok to operate for $20 billion, He is betraying America again. And don't worry, Donnie ain't done yet. He gonna betray Vlad. He gonna betray Israel. He gonna betray Elon. There's only room for one beast, I'm sure. Room for 3 in the lake of fire, though. One more time, this is what you rubes have wrought. Before he has even become Caesar, he's already betrayed America, 50 different ways, and he's betrayed Taiwan, and he's going to betray Ukraine. Does this seem normal to you? Does a man making $25 billion overnight seem normal to you right before he takes the presidency or becomes Caesar? Does this seem like the normal football game you rubes are used to? Or does this one seem different? If it doesn't seem different, I don't know what to tell you. Human stubbornness, man. Human stupidity. Human ignorance. Seeking all the wrong motherfucking things in life. To the point you're so lost. You defend a rapist, a defamer, a fraud, a con man, a compulsive liar. The Beast! And the Beast too, Mr. Elon. That's how far you've gone to own the libs, huh? Risked your very soul for it. Wow. That's the epitome of human stupidity. You've lost your reality and your country so far. Wait till you see the new reality. Until the next episode of the apocalypse, if I make it to that point, because things are happening so rapidly, I wouldn't be surprised if certain people start disappearing soon. And that is not the slightest fucking joke. Again, till the next episode, if it happens, have a good night.